Hi everyone, it's Crystal from Crystal's Craft and Stuff.blogspot.com. In today's video, I wanted to do really quick is on how I made these mummies candy bars, candy bar wrappers. It just goes right over a Hershey's bar. So to start out, what you're going to need is 8 strips of cardstock. Preferably white, but whatever color you want is up to you. 2 strips of that cardstock need to be at 1.5 inches in width. Doesn't matter about length, just the width. That's all we're going to worry about with this part, is the width. So 2 of them needs to be 1.5 inches in width. And then you need 6 pieces need to be at 1 1/4 in width. Length, don't worry about the length because we're going to cut these off as we go. So just worry about the width, okay? Now, the 6 strips that are 1 1/4, you want to tear those, okay? On 4 of them, you only want to tear the one edge, and on the other 2, you want to tear both edges. Very simple. So, I already went ahead and I tore all my edges off of them all. And I already had stamped my sentiment on this one, Happy Halloween. Now what you want to do is, on the ones that you tore, you want to take and ink the edges. Now I'm using Distress Ink by Tim Holtz, and I'm using walnut stain. And you just want to run it over the edges really quickly here. Now after you have all of your 6 pieces, the inks or the edges already inked, what we're going to go ahead and do is, I got a piece of that cardstock that is 1 1/2 inches in width, and I am going to go ahead and get some tape on here, any kind of adhesive. In my case, I'm using my ATG gun, and yes, I am putting a lot on here, and there's a reason behind my madness, and I'm tearing that piece off because I'm using it. So, what I want to go ahead and do is I want to fold back these right here, these flaps, and I want to take my cardstock and I'm going to line it up on here. I'll make sure you get this one. And then tear that piece off. Now I'm going to use this piece because I'm going to do one of these on the Reese cups here. So I'm just going to set this aside, and then I'll work on that one after I get done with this video. And you don't have to do this. This is optional. I do this because this is where I put my tape at, and it just seems to gather nicely. Not easier for me when I do it this way. Okay. So like I said, I went ahead and I had already stamped my sentiment on here. And I'm not going to use that piece first. I think I lost it. Oh, I didn't lose it. Okay, and then our other piece that we have cut out at 1.5 inches in width, this is going to be the part where the eyes go. So you want to go ahead and get that lined up to where you want it. Now I've already know I'm going to do where the E is, and I'm going to take it up like right there to that line right there. And then what you would do is just fold it over here like this to create like a crease. And then this is why my back strip comes in handy. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some adhesive on there. Okay. Now, if you wanted to cut your strips out, this one I cut out at 6 inches in length. So 6 inches works about pretty good if you were wondering. Okay, now I just put that back there. And then I put that just like that. So that holds it pretty nice. Now, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So, I'm going to put my Happy Halloween down here at the bottom. And I'm going to make sure I got that pretty much where I want it to be. And because I'm working here on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive put on here. Okay. Once again, I'm going to line up my Happy Halloween. And push it around to the back. And then what I do is just take my snippers and I put it down there. Okay. Very, very simple. Then you take your next piece. And what I'm going to do is go back here to the back. Put some adhesive back there. Everything lined up. And cut it again. Okay, now as you start getting up to here, one of these double pieces is going to go on here like this. Okay, now as you can see, if I line it up here, I got a little piece shown here. So I'm going to go ahead and use another piece of my strip, and I'm going to trim it down some. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and get this one lined up as well. Now we're getting up to the top, so let's go ahead and put the eyes on. And for these, I'm using glue dots because they make it a lot easier to put on. we're almost done. That's how simple these are. These are very, very, very simple. And then if you get one that doesn't want to stick, just put a little bit more adhesive back there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this whole top piece up here. Okay. Snip and snip. Very, very simple. And then my last piece I do a little bit differently. Okay, my last piece, I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive all the way going down here. Okay. Then I take my last piece and I just wrap it down that way. And there you go. Very simple, very easy to do. Very easy project, does not take very long. And these don't even have to be for Halloween. This is an idea you could, use for Christmas, Thanksgiving. I just want to say happy Halloween and thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.